We're back on Champion. Another episode of Champion. We got Tech 9. We got Jay Black. This particular episode, we're going to be talking about Goodz and T-Top. Gnome 7, URLTV.tv. What are your thoughts, fellas?
Tech, you want to go? We want to jump into it because I feel like we have a lot to say about this one.
Yeah, Goodz and T-Top. I watched the battle about 3 times.
Goodz returned to the URL.
Yeah.
It's been a while. People have been asking for it. How do you feel about it, Tech?
Goodz outclassed T-Top on every single level. Bar-wise, stage presence, flow, crowd control. All the categories that you would have in a point system, Goodz dominated in every category. From the beginning, from his opening words, you look like your beard stink. That just controlled, like, just
it put stuff back in his perspective, his court,
every way. And I feel like this battle was 3-0 Goodz. If I had to give T-Top a round, it would have been the first, because I thought T-Top had a pretty good, solid first round. But after that, I felt like he just fell off throughout the whole battle. But Goodz rounds were so perfect because they weren't too long. You know, T-Top, I thought T-Top rounds were a little bit longer than Goodz, but Goodz, his rounds were structured for 3 minutes, maybe 3:30. But he controlled it. He had bars. He was funny. He was likable. This was 3-0 for Goodz.
You want to talk about confidence, not to cut you off, but you talked about big case confidence on stage earlier. I mean, Goodz. Prime example is Goodz. That's a prime example.
Goodz was very confident. His swagger was on 100. He was dressed accordingly. He had the whole total package. And at each round, T-Top just started to decline, and then T-Top started whining in the battle. And
once the second round?
Yeah. Once you
Goodz was talking.
Yeah, but once you start, I've caught myself in there being a little bit whiny.
You know.
Once you start whining and complaining, you know, he
had audio issues too. I mean, he had the mic problems going in and out.
Yeah, we all
throughout the battle.
We all do.
So that probably could affect him whining a little bit.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest. I mean, I've said this before. I've said this in the prediction. After the first round, we all know Goodz coming in there. This is his return. Probably 2 or 3, 2 years, 3 years. I'm not sure of the exact amount.
Yeah.
First round, he's gonna get a whole bunch of love.
I think it was Verb. Verb was his last URL battle, I think.
And that was
Gnome 4.
Yeah, so 2015 maybe? Probably 2015.
Yeah.
So 2 years?
20.
Yeah. You know, good, and it's Goodz.
No, 2014. Yeah, 2014.
2014?
Right before Summer Madness 4, which was 2014, yeah.
We all know Goodz too. Goodz doesn't take a lot of battles. Goodz is very particular on who he takes and when he takes them. So we didn't see Goodz.
Smart man.
Period. People have been yearning for Goodz. So when he came back in the first round, we know he's going to get the love regardless. So do you feel he was justified for everything he got in the first round based off his content?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What, crowd reaction you mean?
Crowd reaction, yeah.
I feel like watching the battle a few times, it wore off less and less for me for Goodz first round. If you're in the building or if on your first watch on camera, I felt it was smart to have T-Top go first.
Yeah.
I feel like the fans weren't paying as much attention to T-Top's round because they were still in that Goodz mystique. Like, what the hell is he about to say in this first round? Like, they're paying more attention to what Goodz is about to do. What's he dressed like? Does he got the cup in his hand?
He got DC Young Flower on his side. He got Pop, conceited.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what he's doing here.
He knows how to react to the other guy's bars when it's, like little things like that. You're almost paying attention more to Goodz.
Yeah.
I felt like that was smart to start off the battle.
I thought T-Top had a very good content in the first, though. I felt like, I mean, being in the building, too, I think that's the only time I really watched it, was in the building, so I can't give you a very deep analysis. I'm going to be real. But I felt like T-Top had a lot of stuff that was slept on in the first.
It was.
But in the second, I said, Goodz, you have to rap. After the first one, you get all that love, you have to do stuff. And I felt like Goodz did that. In the second and third, clearly. When he brought it back, and this is my initial thoughts in the building, when he said something about, I'm thinking about this, I'm doing this, this is what I think about.
That's how he started round 2.
Yeah,
that was fire.
That was perfect.
That was so
good. That was perfect to me.
Yep.
And then in the third, what did he say in the third? I mean, he pretty much...
Where do you come up with that from?
Yeah! You was Goodz.
Never seen that.
Goodz. Let's be real. I think you were sitting on that.
I don't.
That was you. I don't hear you.
I don't hear you.
You were sitting on that Goodz. I feel like you were sitting on that. If you thought about that before the battle, right before the battle.
That's 100% fact because he was. It felt like he wasn't just talking to T-Top.
Yeah.
This is to everybody, all you guys.
I love that part.
All you guys. Yeah.
And then my problem with T-Top, and I feel like it was very disadvantaged for T-Top in this battle. He needs an angle. You need an angle. T-Top is an angle-based battle, or that's his strong suit. Against Math, he has an angle. You know what I mean? If you should battle Ab now, T-Top, because there's a strong angle on Ab right now. So battle Ab, but. There was no strong or prominent angle on Goodz.
I said that in the predictions.
There was no angle on Goodz. What strong?
I feel like he tried to touch on it, but it wasn't long enough.
And when you don't have an angle, when you try to make one, it lands flat.
Like he had an angle on Math, he was able to use.
And it was good.
He had the Rex and Groman bars angle.
Yeah.
He had you pop up every 3 years with no improvement angle. He touched on it like once or twice and just.
And it seems like to me the way Goodz prepared his round. In the third, it seemed like T-Top said something about the struggle, right? And then as soon as Goodz go, I'm rich. Why I got to struggle for it? Something like that. He's like, I'm rich. I don't care.
Right.
He saw the fact that I don't got to struggle. I'm this man. I got the ring on. He's selling the entire... I had Goodz in 2 and 3. 2 and 3. I would love to see it back on camera if, for a deep analysis.
In the first?
That was his best round.
It's debatable.
What you remember?
You know what I mean? I like to give the shadow of a doubt. I want to see it again on cam. Before I give a deep analysis like that, but I know for a fact that I chose Goodz in rounds 2 and 3. For a fact, I had Goodz in 2 and 3.
First watch, I had Goodz 3-0.
Yeah.
The more I watched it, the more I kind of caught in the first round from T-Top. Now that the mystique from Goodz was like gone for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I still first is debatable. Second and third, I got Goodz.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I got it 3-0 Goodz. And I said if I had to give a round to T-Top, I would give him the first round. But like I said, Goodz' first round was real good. So and I watched it again, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to just give away a round because I feel like I got to give someone a round.
Yeah.
Goodz, T-Top's first round was his best round, but it wasn't better than Goodz' first round.
Okay.
So and then like I said, T-Top just went on the decline. He just went down. He
had moments in the second too, but it wasn't. It's consistent as Goodz, I think.
T-Top moments where he was crawling and he was about to die, and then he just suddenly hit a haymaker or something that woke the people up because they were snoozing, they were falling asleep during his rounds, and I felt like Goodz won all 3 rounds. He outclassed him.
Don't forget. I don't know if you said you haven't watched it recently, but the fans were chanting 3-0.
And the second round.
Yeah, that's URL in the building.
I'm not saying that should sway your opinion one way or the other.
No, it doesn't.
But when you're Goodz and this is your first battle back in 3 years, and you can take a high caliber person like T-Top and make the fans chant something like 3-0, and you make T-Top look like he was an average Joe, that says something, and Goodz is onto something here. He can get a big battle after this. I don't know.
Oh, so you just said that. I mean, we can't pick and choose when we want to apply criticism. JC called out Loaded Lux, and we talked about it. Well, Goodz, in a sense, in a bar, in a battle, called out Loaded Lux. How do you feel about that particular matchup?
I think that would be a great matchup.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great matchup.
I feel like that's the only person right now that can give Goodz a run for his money, a legit run for his money.
Because he's battled a lot of big names already. He battled Hitman. So
who else could you throw out there that could maybe clearly
Briz. I want to see Briz, Rothstein, and Goodz. I would like to see that. I think Briz could give Goodz a run for his money.
But is it one of those, like you said before, is that one of just random matchups? That feels like a random matchup to me with no story, no background. They just put it together.
Yeah, I feel like Goodz wanted T-Top.
Yeah. It's a lot of drug talk to drug talk, you know what I mean? Let's be real. Yeah. But here's my thing though. Loaded Lux has already responded to Goodz. Loaded Lux has already took a shot at Goodz. So the likelihood of this match happen is real.
That would be great.
It'd be real.
So where's T-Top sit right now? Because even with the Surf choke, a lot of people saying Surf beat him at Gnome, and then he comes back.
A lot of people say he won that too. We gotta be real.
That was last Gnome, right? That was Gnome 6.
T-Top won that battle.
I had Surf win that one.
I had Surf
It's close though. It's close.
People just give Surf, they cut a lot of bricks for Surf. T-Top won that battle. I got to give, he choked.
T-Top, I went back and forth, I'm not going to lie, you're right. But
Surf choked.
I had T-Top in the building, so Surf on cam.
Surf choked bad. Like
in the third.
It wasn't
about the first two.
And his rounds were short.
And you go by the boxing thing when you say
the card, I do.
So in that aspect, yeah, you probably the way you judge, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had Surf in the first two.
A choke is way more minus points than like a haymaker.
A choke is like you got dropped in that round.
So 10-8?
10-8, maybe. And if you were bad and you choked, to 10-7. So I think that was a 10-8 with the choke, but I also think that his rounds were short. Like, Surf rounds were short to me. I think he had a short.
I feel like Surf had 3 minutes. If the contractual agreement is 3 minutes, that's what it is. It's 3 minutes. If T-Top goes longer, you went longer. But I wouldn't say Surf's round is short.
You can't write 3 minutes. You have to write 3:30.
I agree. You should write 3:30.
You have to write 3:30 or 4.
I want Smack to cut me off, honestly.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, you want to say I agree with that approach.
Because sometimes you get through what you thought you weren't going to get through faster. So you have to write a little bit over. You can't, because 3 minutes the fans feel like they got cheated, and I feel like the fans Surf rounds were, I don't know, they were short against Suge too. He's been coming with some really short rounds lately. And maybe a Jersey thing, because Suge rounds are short a lot too.
Yeah, I clocked Suge at an average of 230 per battle. That's what he spits.
So I
still had Surf winning on the first two.
You can't. There's no way you're writing 230 and going into a battle. There's no.
You gotta write 330.
You gotta write. I feel like 4.
Where's T-Top stock? Who could be like a legitimate opponent for him at this point?
I feel like T-Top should take one of the newer guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should.
Probably should.
You just had a battle.
You don't think his head's up there like that?
His stock dropped with the.
Who he battled? He's not getting Calico. If anything, Calico.
Because he was battling top tier after top tier for a while.
Now just don't step down. But
URL's got to humble him a little bit.
T-Top has to be very careful with his next battle choices, because if he loses his next 2 or 3 battles, he will go straight down. His career, his stock will plummet, and he'll be the average battle rapper. He'll start battling in anywhere just to make some money.
I think he's very smart. I think he's going to stick with URL. I think.
I hope he does.
Just seeing him.
He's got NWX talking to him.
Yeah.
He got some vets talking to him.
I mean, and here we go. Double Impact 2's around the corner. We just said Briz and T-Top, if they beat him, and it kind of like brings his stock right back up.
Yep, absolutely.
That made a good look for him.
He needs to win that. They need to win that. And he needs to control that. Briz can't outshine T-Top, because if they win and they'll say, oh, Briz, they only won because Briz held the team down. He needs to be as good as Briz. He needs to stay up, or he can't pull a Chess's teams and have Chess carry the whole team. He has to be there with him.
I don't know, man. Gnome 7, Goodz and T-Top. I think Goodz can ask for any battle he wants at this point.
Yeah, he can.
And he deserves it. That's how I feel.
Here's my thing. I want the battle rapper to want to do it. I don't want the fans just force him in a matchup. So if Lux genuinely wants to battle Goodz, let it happen. If Goodz genuinely wants to battle Lux, let it happen. They'll be more inspired, and it's going to bring forth a better matchup. Lions Den is history.
It is.
You know, it's history right there. Let it happen.
That would be a really crazy battle.
Who'd you have winning though? Yeah, exactly.
If Goodz takes the approach that he took against T-Top, which is hard, it's going to be hard for him to do that against Loaded Lux.
Yeah, Loaded Lux has a presence. He has that swag.
He does. He king, and he starts doing that. You know, I got Lux in this one, but I think it could go either way. I don't want to seem like I'm taking a safe approach.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Goodz snatches the crowd in the first round and people are tired of Lux with his witty and his
similar to Murder Mook and Loaded Lux. So if he kind of same thing.
Yeah, if he does, I don't know. It's really hard to call.
And Loaded Lux is a strong angler. What saved him in the Clips battle, he had that strong angle in the third.
He did.
What angle do you have on Goodz?
Half a gallon Goodz ain't got a half a gallon in the tank.
Yeah. That was a dope shot, but I think Goodz got money. I don't think he'd
go for that broke approach. Yeah, I think that was a good shot.
Yeah,
that was a bar to
get. Don't carry that a whole round.
Mm-hmm. I think half a gallon, it just rhymes and it sounds good to put the bar together. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think this is a good. I think Lux can only this battle right here is in Good's favor. All Goodz has to do is be better than he normally is, and he can win this battle. Yeah. But Lux, you just never know. He's a guy that battles every 3 years. You know, he sits on material for a very long time, and then when it comes out, it's like God's gift. So it's like, but they've both been out for a long time, and I think Goodz probably has something in the tuck for Lux.
And you call him out,
I think he definitely does.
He's gonna be cheating.
Or at least has something in the back of his mind.
An idea. He's banking something to finish out. I want to talk to Goodz about that. I want to see you, Goodz. We're gonna have a whole conversation about that. So I say my strong opinion until I see you. I see you face to face.
So these are
any last thoughts?
These are two battlers who barely battle. They want, like you said, Goodz hasn't battled in 4 to 3 years, and Lux is. This will be a great battle.
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to that one.
But from the topic we were talking about, I got Goodz 3-0. Goodz to T-Top, Goodz 3-0.
Goodz 3-0 or 2-1.
Goodz 2-1, second and third. I want to see it one time on cam for the second. I honestly like Goodz more in the second. I thought the third round was clear. Goodz 2 and 3. Champion. Shake my hand, guys. Appreciate you.
Always a pleasure.
I'm the man, yeah, you gotta love me. You gotta love it. It's all love on the west side. I said I tell it like it is, cause like it is what it gotta be. I'm that nigga that they tryna be, honestly. Ain't no need for no apologies.